It's Friday, July 10th, 2026. You're listening to the DX Today AI Daily Brief. Today, OpenAI throws open the doors on its GPT 5.6 model family. SpaceX AI answers with the public launch of Grok 4.5. And chipmaker SK Hynix makes its debut on the Nasdaq in one of the largest listings of the year. Let's get into it.
OpenAI has publicly launched its GPT 5.6 model family, ending a 13-day government-coordinated preview that began June 26th. The family arrives in 3 tiers. Sol, the flagship, is priced at $5 per million input tokens and $30 for output. Terra, the everyday workhorse, comes in at $2.50 and $15. And Luna establishes a new budget tier at $1 and $6. All 3 are available across ChatGPT, the developer API, and the Codex coding agent. In Ultra mode, which deploys parallel subagents, Sol posted 91.9% on the terminal benchmark. One surprise from the system card, the budget Luna model actually outscored the mid-tier Terra on that same test.
From one launch to another,
SpaceX AI, the rebranded home of Elon Musk's artificial intelligence lab, has released Grok 4.5 to the public. Musk describes it as an Opus-class model, but faster, more token-efficient, and lower cost. The model is built on the company's V9 foundation model with 1.5 trillion parameters, and it draws on training data from the Cursor coding environment following SpaceX's acquisition of its maker earlier this year. Access comes through the SuperGrok Heavy subscription at $99 a month, through X Premium Plus, and through the developer API, with reported pricing of $2 per million input tokens and $6 for output. Notably absent so far, a system card and independent benchmark results.
Now to Wall Street.
South Korean chipmaker SK Hynix begins trading on the Nasdaq today through American depository receipts in one of the biggest listings of the year. The offering priced at $149 per share on Thursday, raising roughly $26.5 billion, slightly below the company's $29 billion target. SK Hynix is the world's second-largest memory chipmaker and controls roughly 60% of the global market for high-bandwidth memory, the specialized chips that feed AI accelerators from companies like NVIDIA. Proceeds from the sale of nearly 18 million new shares are earmarked for expanding AI memory production capacity as demand continues to outrun supply across the industry.
Staying with chips.
Beijing appears ready to crack the door back open for NVIDIA. Chinese officials have told top AI firms, including Alibaba, ByteDance, and DeepSeek, that they will be permitted to buy a limited number of NVIDIA's H200 processors, according to reporting first surfaced by The Information. Fresh details this week suggest total approvals will be capped below 200,000 chips, less than half of what the companies requested, and the processors will be reserved strictly for training AI models rather than running them. The move signals an easing of China's informal restrictions on American chips, which were aimed at protecting its domestic semiconductor industry. NVIDIA shares rose on the news.
Next, fresh money for open models.
Ollama, the startup behind the popular tool for running large language models locally, has raised $65 million in Series B funding led by Theory Ventures. The company announced the round Thursday morning. Ollama has become a fixture of the open model ecosystem, letting developers download and run models on their own hardware with a single command, rather than relying on cloud services. The new capital will support scaling the platform as enterprises increasingly look at local and hybrid deployment for privacy, cost, and latency reasons. The raise lands in a week when open weight models continued gaining ground on their closed frontier rivals across public leaderboards, and it underscores investor appetite for the picks and shovels of local AI.
Over to Sol and strategy.
Samsung is redefining what winning in AI means, at least according to its top executive. On Thursday, President and CEO TM Rowe published an editorial titled "AI Doesn't Need to Outthink You. It Needs to Understand You," ahead of the company's Galaxy Unpacked event set for July 22nd in London. The piece frames Samsung's strategy around personalization, trust, and its hardware ecosystem rather than benchmark scores, a pointed contrast with how Apple, Google, and OpenAI have marketed their models. Analysts read the editorial as Samsung moving the goalpost to territory it controls. Billions of devices, deep sensor data, and long-running consumer relationships. The Unpacked event is expected to showcase how those AI features will ship across the Galaxy lineup.
From phones to racetracks.
Oracle is taking its cloud to the racetrack. The company announced Thursday it has joined IMSA Labs as founding partner, launching the Oracle Cloud Innovation Studio, a program that gives startups access to live race operations and high-volume telemetry from professional motorsport. Participants will validate AI solutions against real-world conditions, from detecting anomalies in live race data to building interactive experiences that put fans inside real-time telemetry. Oracle and IMSA argue that patterns proven under racing conditions, where speed and resilience are non-negotiable, translate directly to manufacturing, transportation, logistics, energy, and telecommunications. It is the latest example of enterprise AI vendors using extreme environments as both proving ground and marketing stage.
Now, critical infrastructure.
Hitachi Digital Services announced a partnership with ServiceNow on Thursday to bring AI into the monitoring of mission-critical infrastructure. The deal integrates Hitachi Intelligent Infrastructure Monitoring, which fuses video feeds, thermal imaging, Internet of Things sensors, and advanced analytics with the ServiceNow AI platform for enterprise workflow automation. The combined solution targets operators in energy, mobility, and manufacturing who juggle disparate systems and siloed data, promising faster response times and coordinated action when something goes wrong in the field. It is manufacturer agnostic, meaning it can watch over equipment from any vendor, and it slots into Hitachi's broader suite of solutions for infrastructure management across heavy industry.
Deal news out of India.
Nurex AI has acquired Verloop, the enterprise conversational AI company, in a move to deepen its voice and chat automation across India and the Middle East. Verloop's platform handles more than 20 million customer interactions every month for its clients, and its chat automation will now sit alongside Nurex's voice offering. Verloop founder Gaurav Singh joins the Nurex leadership team to guide product strategy and enterprise growth. The combined company pitches businesses on deploying AI agents across both voice and chat channels to automate customer engagement end-to-end, a segment seeing fierce competition as enterprises replace legacy contact center software with agentic systems.
More consolidation follows.
Broadband software is getting an AI upgrade through acquisition. Airties, which supplies managed Wi-Fi software to internet providers, has agreed to acquire Bengaluru-based Apricom, whose self-healing network software already serves more than 50 internet service providers, covering over 7 million homes and businesses worldwide. Apricom's systems predict and repair connectivity problems before customers notice them, and the deal strengthens Airties' AI capabilities while expanding its footprint in high-growth markets. Financial terms were not disclosed. Apricom will operate as a subsidiary and continue serving its existing customers, while the combined company courts operators looking to cut support costs through autonomous network management.
One more acquisition to note.
Saicon Consultants has acquired Pragmatic Group, an AI engineering firm based in Nagpur, India, extending a deliberate buying spree. Pragmatic specializes in enterprise AI, computer vision, predictive analytics, and data engineering for connected, data-driven operations. Saicon, founded in 1998, provides technology and consulting services to more than 80 customers across the United States and India, and the deal follows its earlier purchases of SilverSearch in the United States and Velithi Technologies. The strategy is to assemble global AI delivery capability through acquisition rather than building from scratch, a pattern spreading across mid-sized consultancies as enterprise demand for applied AI work outpaces the supply of experienced teams.
And finally, the odd one out.
After Thursday's dual launches, One name is conspicuously missing from the frontier model roster, Gemini 3.5 Pro. Google's most anticipated model remains in a limited enterprise preview on Vertex AI, weeks past the June general availability target the company set for itself. With GPT 5.6 and Grok 4.5 now public and Anthropic's full lineup available, Google's strongest answer is the only major frontier model developers still cannot touch. Reports point to a possible mid-July release. Google is not absent from the market, and Gemini 2.5 Pro with DeepThink still leads several science and reasoning benchmarks. But every additional day in preview raises the stakes for a flawless landing.
That's your briefing for Friday, July 10th, 2026. For DX Today, stay curious.